So Trey Mancini finally traded. A lot of rumors had him going to the New York Mets, but now he lands with the Houston Astros. And a lot of people had the Astros getting Josh Bell, but now this will take him, obviously, out of the Josh Bell stake. So right here, Mancini plays first in the outfield. And this season, it's been a down year for him, no doubt about it. 10 home runs, 41 RBIs, 39 runs scored, a 268 average, and a 347 on base. So right here, he's not going to be a game changer for this Houston Astros team here is Trey Mancini, but he's a guy that can hit some home runs, and I think moving to a smaller ballpark could help his numbers as well. Last season, 21 and 71 with Baltimore, but right here, the on-base is pretty decent this year, but like I mentioned, he's an upgrade over Yuli Gurriel, but he's not going to bring much more to this table here, but he's a good righty to have in the lineup here to go between Bregman and Yordi Alvarez here is Trey Mancini. And right now, the Baltimore Orioles, we know they had a good month of July, but they're still selling pieces off, and that's what they did with Mancini here. So it was a three-team trade. Baltimore getting Seth Johnson and Chase McDermott. Obviously, Houston's getting Mancini and Jaden Murray. And the Tampa Bay Rays get Jose Siri, who's been a young player for this Houston Astros team this season here. But his numbers haven't been great as well for Siri. On the season, 4 runs, 10 RBIs, 6 stolen bases, 18 runs scored, a 178 average, and 238 on base. So right here, the rest of these players in the steal don't have fantasy value. But Siri's a guy that could play good defense, but he just can't hit the baseball, and he'll steal some bases occasionally. But in terms of fantasy baseball, Trey Mancini, I think his value goes up a little bit here. He's in a better lineup, no doubt about it. He's in a better hitters ballpark over there in Houston, and he's a guy that stays in the American League, because if he went to the National League, either to a Philly or the New York Mets or wherever, I think it would have took him more time to adjust. So he stays in the American League, which is a plus for his fantasy value. But right here, the numbers have been down, but maybe the change of scenery and a smaller ballpark with more protection will help him. But right now, he's available in 31% of fantasy leagues. So he's going to play mostly first base here, where Yuli Gurriel's struggling this season, even though last season he had a great year. So the Houston Astros make a little bit of a splash here, trading for Trey Mancini, when many people thought they were the favorites to get Josh Bell, but they'll take him out of the sweepstakes, and we'll see what type of season Mancini can have for Houston and fantasy owners for the remainder of the year.